Well, it took a little while, but I got here. Um, I'm running at 2.4 volts to the fan and 4.4 volts to the heater. And I've got what I'm thinking is like idle. It's hard to see because I don't have a very good background. I don't have a black background, but in any case, there you can see it. Smoke's coming up. Little idle, that's all you'd want, okay? Now I'm going to pretend to speed things up, like I'm going to increase the flow of air as if we're going faster. And the two things you want to watch is the voltage increase on the input side from the machine running faster, which would be the speed, and also watch what the temperature does as it starts to cool down with more fan flow. More fan flow. Here we go. You hear the pitch change. You see the number change. I'm thinking 5 volts would be the max on the fan motor. And here you can see the smoke's coming up. I mean, it's not dialed in, okay? This is just testing to see what we got. You see a lot of good smoke coming out there, right? You see Leon's engine in the background there. And the temperature voltage is at 5.2. It went up and now it's starting to come down a little bit. It's getting a little warm. Let's cool it down. I don't want to get too hot. And I'm at 5.25 volts. Now this voltage is how much voltage there is to the heater, and that's an indication of temperature. That's all you need to know. I don't know what the temperature is. I could, but I just don't. Okay, now what I'm going to do is take it down. We're going to take it down. Okay, now we're going to go down and look at the voltage drop. That means the coil's heating up too hot. It's too hot now. Let's cool it off. It's too hot. Let's cool it off. Okay, now the fan's running idle. Okay. I'm at the level point now. I'm okay. We can flatten out at 4.2 volt. And don't worry about the minus. I got them crossed, but that's okay. We're just reading the meter, right? So it's 4.2 volts at 2.4 volts to the fan, which is a low speed. And you can see, still got our trickle like we're at the station, just cooling our heels. But we're not overheating, you see. Yeah. And then we start taking up. Fan motor is going to increase. Temperature is going to decrease. Voltage goes up. Voltage goes up to 5.25. Well, we're getting a little warm here. Maybe we want to come back down a little bit. It's starting to get hot. And I'd say that's medium smoke, like medium light. And we could crank up more. I don't know what the volts is set at. It's probably about 9 volts. Okay. Always a little adjustment. So this is how smart smoke functions. It keeps everybody happy. It keeps the smoke going, but we're not overheating. All right? And that's the whole idea. And the fan is blowing. Now, you won't hear this fan like that because when it's running, it'll be sitting down onto that vert, but it's going to be going. It's going to be going like that. Right? It's going to be going puff, 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 puff. It's going to be going like that. So it'll be cooling down the heater. Heater warms up. It stops. The heater starts to cool down. It hits it again. Heater warms up. It's going to be constantly oscillating between warm enough to make smoke. And that's what we want. Okay, that's what I got done. I was going to take it over and set it up, but I just got the call. It's 5:30. Took a long time to go through the motor selection. I found motors. I had some that were noisy. I had some that didn't seem to want to be happy. I found one. I gave it a little drop of oil. It's been sitting a while. Fired up, ran it a few times, put it in. It's doing great. And we still don't know, but I'm using a full fan on this one right now. I'm not using the cut down fan because I'm not sure what we are going to do for speed. Probably I'll have to go to a different fan. We'll see. Here I can vary it with my power supply, bench power supply. That triplet is awesome. 30 volts at 5 amps. You can run anything with a train. You can run it. You just got to be careful. I have thrown solder off of armatures at 30 volts. Okay, that's it. I'm going up. Got to clean up. I got that red sticky goo from putting that gasket down on there, and there it is. There, see it? It's got to go wash that off. It's everything. You get it on you, and it starts creeping around your body like the blob. At any rate, it's a good success. It's a good tune. It's what I call the bench tune of a smart smoke system. I can now you could put it on an adapter or mount it to a board. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't really think I want to put it on the engine quite yet. Oh, I know what else I have to do tomorrow morning. First thing is I've got to engineer. Let me turn this off. Turn him off. Turn that off. Turn this off. Okay, turn him off. I'll show you the, got a pointer here. I need to have a way of tuning the position. There. Need to have a way of tuning the position of these reed switches according to the magnet. I want to be able, they're like stuck there, but they're not very well. Okay. So what I'm going to do is re-engineer this bracket. I'm going to put two holes, two tubes, one on top like this and one down low like this. And I'm going to try to have a means of pushing this thing in and out and maybe raising and lowering a little bit. I don't know. But I've got to have some adjustment to these guys so that I can make sure I've got that light flashing the opposite of that light and they're good synchronization. And that's the next thing I'm going to do tomorrow morning. And see, I could bring the smoke and set it over here. I could clean this out and put the smoke down here. I don't know. There's wherever it's bad. I could mount the adapter and actually put it on the engine, I suppose. It's not, that's where it's going to go eventually. So I don't know. We'll see. See what I think I need to do. Because if I have to take that motor off and on and change the fan and cut the blades and blah, 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 I don't want it on here. I want it down here so it's easier to get to. Okay, that's the progress today. Didn't do a thing with this. Didn't even turn it on. I just felt like, forget it. So what you saw with the motor going, it's going to be doing that in that fan while the smoke is being built in the chamber. So what we want to see out the stack is puffs of smoke as we go, nice and slow. Oh, and I ordered this gizmo. I found the right size, 1 amp, 3 volts. That should do it. And I'm going to get 10 of them. They're on their way. 1 day to 5 days. They don't know. They're shipping. Okay, folks, got to go. I had the call. Dinner time. It's a good day. Kind of, slugging out, but these are the details. You got to do these, and then you put them together, and then everything else works better. So that's worth the time and effort. Okay, later.